So, you want to be a demon slayer? Big deal. No, because there are 1,000 other initiatives waiting to be the next big demon slayer. Is it a difficult job? Hell yeah, it'll make your day job look like a walk in the park. With the Mugen Train movie now out in theaters, the Demon Slayer anime has surely shown us a few of the most dangerous demons of all time. These aren't the vampire versions that come out at night and start eating humans like ghouls, but monsters who possess intelligence, various abilities, superhuman strength, and oh, they are immortal. So, how do you plan on taking down these demons? Let's break down how to defend your home in case a demon lands on your doorstep and you're the only one left with a sword. What are demons capable of? As always, the first rule about fighting anyone is to know your enemy. If you don't know anything about the demons, it's going to be chaos. Simply deflecting their attacks with a weapon isn't going to help, because these creatures have demon blood inside them, which means they can accomplish supernatural feats that are impossible for normal humans. To reiterate, these demons possess the blood of Muzan Kibutsuji, the very first demon and the king of all demons. Yep, he's that Michael Jackson looking guy you saw in the anime. His blood flows through all the demons, and this helps them to perform blood demon arts. Remember those red flames Nezuko's blood emitted? Or those sharp threads Louis used to trap the siblings? Yep, that's the doing of Muzan. So, every higher class demon you meet is going to have a special blood demon art, and they're going to reveal that during combat, or they'll already use it as their first move like Louis did, and then you can learn more about it in your afterlife. The demons also possess regeneration powers, so slicing them up is going to take you nowhere. These regeneration powers help them to instantly regenerate any part of their body, and sometimes even their whole body. And let's not forget, these demons can also disguise as anyone because they have shape-shifting powers. So if you enter a huge crowd, there will be demons walking around you like normal people, and they can still hunt and stab you in the back. I know, they take the concept of Hitman games to a whole new level. High-level demons can completely disguise themselves as humans, but the low-level demons can only grow horns or do minor changes to their body. The last of their special abilities is accelerated growth. The demons grow strong by human flesh and blood, so the more human bodies inside their stomach, the more strong they are. Encountering a weaker demon who had one or two preys will be like swatting a fly if you're an expert demon slayer, but fighting with a demon who has 100 to 200 kill count is going to make it like a boss fight in a video game on the hard difficulty. What are their weaknesses? Now, don't be pessimistic because of what we mentioned. Every problem has a solution, and just like every beast you learn in lore class has a weakness, these demons have their own weaknesses as well. Let's start off with the greatest threat to every demon: sunlight. Ever heard about vampires being weaker under sunlight? This is the same concept, but this time the demons are weak enough to be disintegrated when sunlight falls upon their skin. This was visible in many instances in the anime, and it is also one of the reasons why most of the demon attacks happen at night. In the anime, it is also said that Tanjiro and Nezuko are the only two demons who have adopted a resistance to sunlight. So a surprise demon attack inside a large forest in the broad daylight? Yeah, that ain't happening. Even if that does happen, you can be smart and lure them into a place with light, and then watch them painfully die. You might perhaps even enjoy their deaths if you're a sadist or have a long grudge against demons. Come on, we aren't all like Tanjiro. But as I mentioned, demons aren't stupid enough to attack you in broad daylight, which is why you're gonna have to be extra cautious at night. Moonlight doesn't kill them, and unless you've got supernatural powers to summon the sun at nighttime, you'll have to resort to other tactics. And don't fret, there are other tactics. Actually, there are only 3, but you get the point. If you're smart, you'll be able to kill a demon. The next is the Nichirin Blades. You can always see fellow talented demon slayers accompanying these blades. One strike from this can kill a demon, because the material this is made out of is extremely powerful. So why don't we dive into some chemistry and see how it works? Nichirin blades are made out of scarlet crimson iron sand and scarlet crimson ore. These materials have the ability to absorb sunlight and then store it within the metal. If you remember, I mentioned sunlight is like a poison for these demons. So cutting through them with one of these blades is like injecting a vial of the deadliest poison into their skin. One strike is enough to disintegrate them, and when a demon slayer possesses one of these blades, the demons are on high alert. There are certain demons like Muzan, Akaza, and Kokushibo who can still survive a strike from these. these, but any other demon will be dead from one strike. If you're a demon slayer possessing one of these swords, then you're always going to be at an advantage. If you know some good fighting techniques and do the right moves at the right time, you can win the fight using this weapon alone. The second weakness of demons is the wisteria. This might not be as powerful as the Nichirin blades, but it is still very effective against lower class demons. The wisteria flower creates a special poison that can kill demons, and its scent alone is enough to repel demon attacks. Wisteria is considered as a great solution to combat lower class demons since it's more easier to find in the ore used to prepare the Nichirin blades, and it can also be manipulated to create deadly poison. Later in the manga, this flower contributed a lot in the fight with Doma, but we won't dive too deeply into it because of the possible manga spoilers. The third weakness of demons is the curse of Kibitsuji. Has your teacher ever punished you because you said the wrong word in the wrong place? Now replace the teacher with Muzan and the punishment with eternal death. And then you've got the curse of Kibutsuji. The curse prevents any demon from revealing the secrets of Muzan to anyone. Since demons are created out of Muzan's blood, he possesses absolute control over all of them. And by control, I don't just mean normal control. He's got the ability to kill them in an instant, the same way he can grant them more power with his blood. And the curse isn't activated only when you reveal his information, but by simply saying his name or calling him out, you can grant yourself death.
Muzan, Muzan, Muzan.
Yep, that's how fierce and dangerous this curse is. Exceptions. So 4 weaknesses including sunlight, and even though the count is small, this gives you plenty of ways to defeat them. And no, that doesn't include playing word games with demons until one of them accidentally calls Muzan. That doesn't work. So these tricks might be effective to take down normal demons, but how can you take down high-class demons? And by high-class demons, I don't mean those ones with extra buffs and powers, but the 12 Kizuki themselves. The 12 Kizuki is an organization with 12 of the most powerful demons in the world, and their leader is the Demon King that looks like Michael Jackson, who came back from the underworld. Normal tricks and wordplay isn't going to help you take down these guys, and simply landing a strike on them is not even a rare possibility. They are highly skilled, possess powerful blood demon arts, and one wrong move with them will kill you in an instant. Take Kyogai for example. Before his downfall, he was one of the 12, and possessed a unique ability to rotate rooms. He had 6 drums strapped onto his body, and a hit to each one would cause the room to rotate in a certain direction, making it difficult to fight him. He also has a drum on his navel and his back. The former creates a slash attack and the latter transports the target to another room. How do you take down a demon like this? Having a sword made of special metal is not going to help you because you can't even reach him, and he can just rotate the room or send you flying away with one of his airstrikes. How do you defeat the Kizuki? So what's the strategy you should play here? First off, you need to lure him out from his house. Kyogai lives in his drum house, where he can manipulate the rooms to his liking. But can he do the same in a large area? Think of him trapped in a large ground with no walls. How is he going to attack you? Then he is only left with one move, his air slash, and that's only one way to take him down. The second way, you can be more innovative. First, you need to try and understand the pattern of the room's rotation. The smaller the room, the better, because then you have less of an impact when falling. So lure him into a smaller room and then plan your attack, just like Tanjiro did. After you realize the pattern, you'll be able to easily move through the walls and get near him. Even then, be careful of his air slash, which can push you backwards, which means you've got to repeat the process all over again. When you're near him, you can land a final blow and finish things off. Do you see what I'm getting at? Beating higher class demons isn't about repeating your practices. It's about using them strategically after identifying the weakness of your opponent. Tanjiro has done this with many demons, with another good example being his battle with Rui. But you've seen the show, so you can clearly remember how he took him down with the help of Nezuko. But let's use the event to highlight another important attack, the breathing technique. As a demon slayer, you'll learn many important breathing techniques. The way this technique is used is simple. The user raises or lowers his breathing pattern to fit a specific style, and this helps them to raise their physical or mental capabilities. There are many different breathing styles, such as Kyojuro Rengoku's fire breathing and Tanjiro's water breathing technique. If you master a breathing technique, this is going to give you some advantage over a powerful demon. The main point to remember here is concentration. If you concentrate correctly and adjust your breathing pattern, then you can clearly gather energy to launch a powerful attack. If you remember correctly, this is what Tanjiro did with Rui, as he landed one powerful strike from his water breathing style before Nezuko's flames finished off Rui. So there you go. We've covered the weaknesses of the demons, their powers, how to handle their powers, and how to use breathing techniques or special blades and flowers to take them down. So next time a demon knocks at your door, keep these techniques in mind. And if you meet one of the 12 Kizuki, then don't be a hero. Just call the emergency hotline and get out of there as soon as possible. Like I said, you aren't Tanjiro, and you are not in a shonen anime, so there's no plot armor to guard you here. Thanks for watching, and while you're still here, and you want to see some more content like this, you better subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. That's it for today, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next one.